All right. So I want to talk a little bit about what it means to be born again. Okay. So what it means to be born again is that you die to your old self, right? And then you go through a sort of death and resurrection, if you will. That's what it's symbolic to. When you become baptized, when you go down, you die. When you come up, you're resurrected, okay, in God's spirit, okay. And so what it means to be born again is that when you become born again, you are a virgin. You are a virgin. All over again. You become brand new. A brand new creature. For God's use only. This is what it means to be born again. You're born of His Spirit, washed in His blood. So you belong to God. You are no longer your own. You were bought with a price. And so now you are going to be equipped to live for Christ. You gave up. You died to yourself in order to live for God, in order to go to heaven, in order for your soul to be saved, in order for God to use you for His glory in the earth. You was a willing vessel. This is what it means to be born again. You must be born again in order to go to heaven. That's one of the requirements, aside from believing in Jesus. Then you must endure. He who endures to the end will be saved. You're not saved right then. I hear people say, oh, I got saved last year. No. People think you just save automatically because you believe in Jesus. No, you got to go through a process of long suffering, a process of endurance. This is where God saves your soul. He breaks you all the way into pieces. And then He builds you, molds you, shape you, put you right back together and make you whole again. That's what's done in this homeless process, y'all. So many people think, oh, it's just I believe. No, love. Long suffering is a fruit and it's real. You gotta suffer. He says those who suffer with me will reign with me. You have to suffer. Just like Jesus suffered on the cross. You have to suffer. You got to do the same thing Jesus did, love. You got to go through God's process, whatever that process is for your life. And a lot of people who've been processed by God went through homelessness, love. Because this is what He said, your soul, He stripped you of everything that you ever knew. He put you through things that you never even experienced. Like I never been to jail. I went to jail. Never been arrested. Never had handcuffs on my hands. I went to jail, was arrested. I got a record. You could Google my name and it'll come up that I was arrested in Orange County. See? Never been to jail a day in my life. God grows you up. He matures you in His process, along with saving your soul. Never been homeless. Never been homeless because why? I used to work for money. I used to try to build wealth. See? You cannot serve God and money. See? So you got to give all that up. You got to give all that up. You willing your own way. You got to give all that up and lean and depend on God for everything. You got to be like a child of God. Period. That's the greatest in the kingdom, love. He's your Father. And He will take care of you. How many of y'all willing to do that? Not many. Because you think you a boss. And you think you in control and you got it going on. And you think you could put yourself in heaven. You think you could save your soul. You can't. You need God. And without him, you won't make it to heaven. I'm telling you what's real. I'm telling you what the old people never told us. See, we had blind guys coming up if you grew up in the church. They was not living for Christ for real. They were not true believers. Okay? When you a true believer, this is what it looks like. It's real. Because your worship has to be for real. Your worship is your lifestyle. Is you living for Christ. But your praise is a form of worship unto God. And it has to be for real. You can't just sing idle songs from your lips. It has to come from your heart. Directly to God. You got to really fall in love with Jesus. Becky Yivaso. This is what it means to be born again. Be blessed.